Hello and welcome to another draft. I'm Dr. Panda, doing a Shadowmoor draft today. So first pack, rare is Demigod of Revenge. Not bad, but kind of locks us in. Jaws of Stone is very good with mountains. Burn Trail, very, very good. Soakbind Fairy, also very good. I like Jaws of Stone. Soakbind Fairy is very good, and Burn Trail is very good. I think Burn Trail keeps us probably a little bit more opened. Soakbind Fairy, solid, but I think Burn Trail is just the pick. Jaws of Stone is good, but it kind of locks us into getting mountains or hoping for the artifact that turns all your lands into something. Drowner Initiate isn't bad either. I think we just take the burn spell. Corrupt, very, very good. Fist of the Demigod, kind of underwhelming. Tattermunge Duo is also very good in a kind of aggro. But it might be corrupt. Rune Servant Rider, not terrible. I think here we just take the duo. We kind of were heading that way anyway. Deep Channel Mentor, not too bad. I'm not entirely familiar with the set. Ballynock Cohort is a super, super awesome card. We might go... Red White's not very strong, but we might Splash White. Just for this cohort. Well... Suitstoke Kindler is also not bad. Especially in an aggro deck. I don't mind taking the cohort. We could switch it up. Maybe do white and splash red for the burn trail. I think we'll try. I think that'll wheel, if anything. So we'll take the cohort. Maybe not play it, but Kithkin's Shield Dare, pretty good. Rust Razor Butcher, not great. Skezback Marauders, 5/2 Trample Persist, not amazing. Torture, not amazing. Plague of Vermin, not too bad. Tattermunge Maniac, I think, is probably the way to go. I think that, above all, kind of gives us the signal that maybe a red aggro might be the way to go. Gloom Widow, Mistveil, Wildslayer Elves. Last Breath is pretty good in the white. Morsel Holder is good. I think another Maniac, though. Just having two Maniacs. I think we're kind of locked into the aggro now. But we've gotten some really good aggro cards, so definitely don't mind kind of playing into that. Iridescent Wisps. Mud Brawler Raiders can be blocked by blue creatures. That one's pretty solid. A 3/3 for 4. Could be worse. Yeah, I think we'll take that. Nothing else in the pack really stood out too much. It's alright, but nothing crazy. I do like the red-green shenanigans we got going on so far. I think just taking the cohort was fine. It's not something we'd really want to come up against anyway, so denying it from other people, there was really nothing in that pack that stood out too much anyway, so could be worse, could be better. If we can get the mountain burn spell around as a finisher, though. That would be nice. Taking Burn Trail is definitely the right move. But if we're going pretty much, we can go mono red. Just deal some serious damage. So Power of Fire. Kithkin Rabble is pretty good. Not bad. For Strike Wither, Thornwatch Scarecrow. It's pretty obviously Power of Fire. This card, it just attaches and becomes a pinger. Allows us to save our Tattermunge. But there are some untapped shenanigans, and if we can find that, this becomes insane. So definitely take the Power of Fire. String Difflin. That's pretty bad. Presence of Gond. Not terrible. Scrap Basket becomes all colors. Harpoonist. It might be Smash, just as a sideboard. Since we're on the kind of mono red, if we see that they are playing some Scarecrows or whatever, we can Smash. Throw it in there. Ember Gale. Scar is pretty good. It's kind of a removal spell. Ember Gale. Can't block and deals 1 damage to one of your green creatures. I kind of like Scar here over the Ember Gale. I think that gives us having that lower curve. It's probably better. Scar will also go first over the other one most of the time. So somebody did take the mountain plan, deal lots of damage. Fossil Find is not particularly good. I think we might take the Wisps. Replaces itself. Same with the Blessing. Well, it doesn't replace itself, but Conspire is an interesting mechanic. It essentially says if we have a bunch of creatures, well, technically, if we have, I don't think the Dagger 2 creatures, you can tap 2 untapped creatures while you cast it and then copy it. Bunch of Fever. It could be good if they have a strong blocker. Might be the pick. I'll take another Wisp. Getting through to our good spells might be the way to go about it. Dire Undercurrents. Yeah, that one's good. Trader's Roar. With Conspire. Giant Baiting. Fist of the Demigod is kind of low-key. Torture. Nothing in here, really, for us. Flow of Ideas. Might do Trader's Roar, though. Taps lets us get in. Ooh, Valley Maker, not bad. Runes of the Dais is very good. So as long as enchanted creature is green, it gets +1/+1 and trample. But if it's red, it gets +1/+1 and double strike. Double strike trample, especially on any of our red-green guys. Pretty ridiculous. Bellymaker is also good as a finisher, but I think Runes of the Deus is too good to pass up. So we're going to take that. We're mostly mono red, but probably have a splash of green. Right now we can run mono red. I think that's fine. We definitely need to pick up more creatures. We're kind of falling behind on the creature aggro plan. Another Runes of the Deus. So another Runes of the Deus, pretty good. A Graven Cairns, solid. I like that. I don't think it's very valuable though. And this Intimidator Initiate is exactly what we want. Whenever a player casts a red spell, you may pay 1. If you do, target creature can't block this turn. Really helps our aggro plan. And I don't think... I think Graven Cairns is like 20 cents or something. $0.80 cents, so not bad, but Intimidator Initiate's going to help us win the draft. Bloodmark Mentor. Red creatures you control have first strike, which is very, very good. Coldbrand Cinder, not bad. Mud Brawler Cohort, pretty good. Tower Above is pretty interesting, but I think it's Bloodmark Mentor. Boggart Arsonist, 2 on Planeswalk. Another Embergale, another Scar. Silkbind Fairy. Very, very good. I think we just take another Maniac, honestly. Just like Mono Maniac. And then the Mud Brawler Cohort. Ideally, we Mud Brawler Raiders Runes of the Deus the turn after. That'd probably be the best. We get a 5/5 double strike trample. Nothing to sneeze at, that's for sure. So key cards that we'd want to open. So we got 1 pack left. Money cards are Fulminator Mage, Prismatic Omen, Fracturing Gust, Greater Oromancy, Reflecting Pool, Ruined Halo, maybe Kitchen Finks. I think all the rest of them are decent, but not enough to really be worried about it. Vexing Shusher might be nice. So Spite Flame Witch. We'd have to splash black. Another Trader's Roar. I don't think we want another Trader's Roar. I think we take Spite Flame Witch. Just a 2/1 for 2 is pretty solid. And if we throw black in there, then we can stay ahead. 1/1 Wither, not very good. Maniforged Cinder, not very good. Maybe take out the Golden Glow Moth. Might do the Giant Baiting. I think that's solid enough. Might do Wild Slayer Elves in. 4 for 2/4. It's not really going to... It might get pumped to 3/5. Not a bad blocker. I think we'd rather just have the elves. Become 4/4 trample wither, which isn't very good, but it's a board presence. And board presence is important to have. I think we just take another Runes of the Deus then. And a... Oh yeah, Mudbrawler cohort has haste, which makes it much better. So we could take Ambergale or Boggart Arsonist. I think we take the Arsonist. Get the creature. Take out Strip Bear. First Strike Wither isn't exciting. Ashenmouth. Ashenmoor Gouger is probably going to be the play. Grim Poppet is very, very good as well. For 7 mana. And you can take out 3 things. Another Burn Trail, also very good. There's the Kitchen Finks at the uncommon. If we're going aggro, I like taking Kitchen Finks for value. It is like $4. I mean, the price is going to drop, so sell it for 3, get some value back. But if we want to win the draft, it's probably the Gouger or Grim Poppet. Burn Trail is also very good. We could just take Burn Trail and hope that somebody doesn't take the Gouger. I don't think that's likely though, so we'll just take the Gouger. I think it's just too good to pass up. Cauldron of Souls is very good. Another Trader's Roar. Pure Sight Marrow. Very good if you have enough tap. Soundomancer is very good. I think you take the Cauldron. It's the rare. You got nothing else. Puncture Bolt is solid. Sootwalkers, not bad. Another Intimidator Initiate. So Wart the Raid Mother. I think everything we have has... so you could Puncture Bolt. A good removal. Or you could take the Intimidator and go on the backs of our Intimidators, which I think is probably the right play. I really like Puncture Bolt in terms of removal, but I think if we're hoping to win, we take the Initiate. Wild Swing. Steel of the Godhead is very, very good. I'm surprised that hasn't gone. Sitstoke Kindler is very good. I'm tempted just to hate this out. I would like this other Mudbrawler Raiders just for the 2 runes. Yeah, let's just do that. That's probably the smart play. I'd rather play it smart. Oh, there's the other Raiders, which we would have taken. Probably along with the Power of Fire. Pilapala wouldn't be bad. It is a flyer. I think we'll take that. Miss Meadow Skulk, pretty bad for us. Ember Strike Duo, nothing crazy. Sickle Ripper. Crimson Wisps is pretty good. I think we'll take that since we have 2 Intimidator Initiates. We'll take the Mud Brawler Cohort. You can take out the pure green Wildslayer Elves. That way we can just run straight red. We may take out Scar next, just depending. Ooh, Tattermunge, which is very, very good. It's the reason to put green in here. Each block creature gets +1/+1 against trample. Yeah, we're going to take the Witch. For sure. This goes back Scrapper. Nothing really crazy, so we'll just take the Moth. If I had known there would be another Mud Brawler. Although I still think we probably would have taken Pila Pala over the other Mud Brawler. And you can't know. We made a decision, and we're sticking to it. Another Trader's Roar. I think we take Gleeful Sabotage. Good sideboard card. Sootwalkers is fine. Another Wisps. I think we put 1 Wisp in for sure. So a good thing about diving into red is we don't have the best cards in the format, but all of our cards work very well together, and they work very well towards our goal, which is to destroy our opponent as quickly as possible. Stripper. She's got quite a lot of sideboard action as well. So we want to splash green for the Tattermunge Witch and black for the Spiteflame Witch. I think we still play both, but we definitely want to put more green in, because we want to activate this plenty of times, and we're not all in on mountains. So I think we add maybe 2 swamps. I mean, aside from Spiteflame, swamps are kind of dead. So maybe we don't want any swamps. And we just want to focus on throwing forest in there. We probably want to go either on the Tattermunge Witch plan or the Spiteflame Witch plan. That way we don't have to try and splash both lands, and we can just do each one better. So I think we go 12 mountains, 4 forests, and since our curve is pretty low, we can run a Scar as well. Run 16 lands. And yeah, pretty much call it good. So I will catch you guys for the first game.